It is the Scotiabank NHL Passing Challenge. This was the one event Leon Draisaitl, amongst others, we're really curious and intrigued by. He will be one of the participants in this one. And here is how this event will work here tonight. Each player has 45 seconds to complete 11 passes. The first 5 will be done along a path stretching from crease to crease. The final 6 pass attempts are from face-off dots at opposite ends of the rink. Each target they're aiming for will have different point values, 1, 2, or 3. The smaller the target, more valuable it is to hit. 33 points, the highest score you can put up in this event. Chris?
And we have almost a full slate for this event. David Pastrnak, the only one of the dozen that's not involved. There's Leon Draisaitl in a different passing event a couple of years ago. He had some trouble. Pastrnak acknowledged that and said, I don't want that kind of a problem in the passing competition, so he sits out, everybody else involved.
Well, and you think of the great passers that are on the list of players there. It'll be really interesting to watch. Do they go slowly and really try to guide it in? Because you think of game conditions, they're so used to just passing on instinct and firing it to the target. And then some strategy, Chris. If you look on the ice, guys are now looking at the route saying, okay, the right-handers have to start from one end, the lefties start from another, so that they're always at least doing a forehand pass. And they got to stay down the middle of the ice, so a little bit of an extra discussion here of exactly what they have to do. As Kyle said, you've got 11 passes, and if you go for that small target on all 11, there's 33 to be made.
I was going to ask, is it the JT Miller approach in the one-timer? Do you go for max points every time?
You know, I think maybe early on you go for a bigger one so that you get a little bit of confidence. All the guys have talked about is a little bit of nerves when you first get started.
Well, he won the last competition. First up in the passing competition is Nathan MacKinnon, who's been dishing all season long. 53 assists, that's tied for the league lead. He's had at least 1 assist in all but 2 home games this year, and of course he's had a point in all 25 home games.
I think he's just making sure, you know, am I starting at the wrong end here as a righty? He's going to have to come out the left side of the net, and then his first pass.
There was a run through this morning, but
they
still,
weren't around. Yeah.
It's a first time, and he may be at a
the lefties advantage. The lefties start at the other end.
The first pass
goes for a 2.
Goes for the 2. And again, it's the 2 target.
I think he missed that one.
No.
Oh, he finally went for the small one. Now you go to the dot and you got 3 shots, passes rather.
And not on target. So far in the time now, running out Nathan MacKinnon.
Question, was that going to count? It was afterwards.
Points went up, but we'll see if those points will be credited to MacKinnon.
I think that last one definitely was afterwards, so I'm not sure that one's going to count. Interesting, he went a lot for that middle zone. You know,
here's David.
Alongside David Pastrnak. And David, do you know what happened in the last competition? You know, Nathan MacKinnon ended up being ruled the winner because your last shot went off the crossbar.
No, I haven't. I don't know that, so good for him. I didn't see. I blacked out, so I was just shooting.
Are you going to appeal it?
Huh?
No.
I didn't. I honestly didn't even know how many points I had. So.
One last question. You're the only competitor not in this passing one. Why? Why drop down?
I don't know. I didn't feel very confident in this, so you know, I don't know how would I do. Seeing it now, maybe I would change my mind, but change it with the stick handling. But we will see.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you,
Chris.
Pretty good pace for William Nylander to start here.
Well, I think he definitely would have watched as MacKinnon went very, very slowly and methodical and ran out of time. Now he's got plenty of time once he gets to the other end. But again, the advantages of not being the first guy to go through it. a very different pace for Nylander.
Lots of time left for William Nylander, 16 points, so there's an early lead for the Leaf, who had 23 primary assists coming into the All-Star break.
And if you watch the two players, it's, you know, Nylander looks more like he does in a game where you're skating with speed and you're used to making those kind of tape-to-tape passes. And I thought McKinnon going slower actually hindered him a little bit in that regard. Pretty solid effort there as the second guy to go for Nylander.
Cale Makar is up next. 46 assists on the year.
Here's an example. When you see Cale Makar, is he ever going slowly in a game? I mean, he's able to make those kind of passes at full speed.
So starts with 2.
Oh, the puck wasn't there for him.
Went after 3 there and missed the mark. Kid chasing the 3. Time certainly not an issue, and he's got about a dozen seconds for those final 3. And trying to take the lead here. There's 3 more.
3 for 3 at the end. Wow.
Nailed it. What a finish for Cale Makar and his fellow defenseman back in Colorado cheering that.
Are they ever? Trying to win for the gang, and that one, did it hit? Oh, wow. I'm not sure if he got the points on that one even when that happened live, but there's another one. Just ticked the number 3 box there.
Well, now up at 23 points, so the leader is Makar. Matt Barzal, 38 assists on the season, 51 points. And a guy who wanted to be part of this skills competition missed on his first pass. Dialing in to get the 3.
He's going off the middle lane there that he's supposed to be in. So if you want an inquiry like that's exactly. Every pass he's made here has been outside the lane he's supposed to be in the middle.
Are you saying we might have another situation?
I think there might be a red flag thrown there.
We're down to the final 3, and he's got to go 3 for the 3, and he missed there. So Barzal won't be able to match Cale Makar, but up with 21 points. That'll put him into second place.
So we had our first inquiry with the shots, but you know, that middle lane there, that's all part of the routine, and he went out of it for at least 3 of the targets that he hit.
Here's Kevin.
Well, Petey just tied his skates. We got Barzal right here, just finished. So your teammate JT's going right now. What kind of a passer is he? I know he gives you some heaters across the seam on the power play.
He's a good passer. He usually finds the seam, so. But I don't know. I think he's a little nervous now, so time to find out.
What about, you think he'll like throw something like some sauce in there or something cute? You know he's going for 3 every time, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I will see right here where he's going for. No, 2.
What are you doing down there?
Me? Yeah, just tying it up. Want to make sure I don't fall.
So, let's have a look at how he's doing here. You just let me know what you see. Looks pretty calm and collected.
Well, he looks better on the power play.
I feel like he's going to come here after and yell at you like he does sometimes on the bench, eh?
Yeah, well, somewhat it will be my fault. No, it's kidding. It's good.
That's a tough room.
He'll laugh
Is
about
it ever?
this.
How's he doing here for points? Not so good. Are you going to tell him after? Are you going to give him a little bit of ribbing, or are you just going to kind of bump him up?
I think he will beat himself up about it, so.
Yeah, it was a tough run. Just surprisingly,
thanks,
JT Miller's the leader in primary assists this year in the NHL, but not a leader in this competition.
Well, Kevin, you're going to have to ask him, Kevin. Nobody was there hitting him and bobbing him, and that's when he plays his best in that tight areas of the ice. There's one that just nicked the corner of the 3 on that. Here's one of the great passers of the game in Kucherov.
Yeah, tied with McKinnon for the lead in assists. Second right behind JT Miller in primary helpers, and probably looking to atone for what was not his best performance in the one-timer. And off the mark here.
And off the lane, off the mark. And I think
it's not happening.
Time's going to be an issue on this one.
It's like the white flag's almost been waved here. This is what Kucherov could look like when the power play's not going, which has rarely happened this year because they're the league leaders on the power play. But like JT Miller, it's not his event.
Getting the gears from the crowd a little bit, too. You think of the competition that Tampa Bay has here in Toronto. He says John Cooper. That's the good and the bad of Kucherov, isn't it? He can be the most amazing player and at times the most frustrating. And there's one. He was done at this point.
So Quinn Hughes, third in the league in assists with 50. So you know how well he distributes the puck. The leader is. We'll check in with David.
I'm here with Nikita Kucherov. Nikita, how tough is this competition, this specific event?
Yeah, it was interesting. It's a lot harder than it looks, and you know, it's not easy to hit the threes, but you know, I'm enjoying it here. I'm having fun with the guys, and that's the most important thing.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
Press.
That's good stuff. He doesn't like chatting, and
he did a great job.
Have an interview after that is terrific.
Doesn't happen during the season, does it?
No.
That was nice.
So Quinn Hughes up to 10, trying to catch his rival Cale Makar, who's the leader of this competition, and came up empty there. So down to the final three. And this competition's turned out to be a little more difficult than it appeared.
Well, maybe David Pastrnak had something in his mind and said this. Everybody wanted to do it, and he decided not.
So 15 for Hughes, which will keep him outside the top three.
Yeah, I like the idea early on to go for the two. It's such a nice, easy target in the middle. He got the first few, but then you get a little later on, unable to hit the smaller ones when he went for them.
Okay, here's the fastest skater, and in his second competition, Connor McDavid needs to beat the score of 23 to take the lead.
What do you think speed he will do here? Is he under control? Yeah, to start anyway. Starts with the middle one.
Now
2 for 2.
Got 1-3 and missed one, and now he'll try and dial in. And goes
1 for 3 on that one.
In that.
And for a number 2 there in the middle.
So he's not going to be able to catch Makar, even if he's perfect on these final three, and he's off target. So you saw it from Kucherov, now you see it from McDavid. So this is a lot more difficult than it originally looked.
It is, and you go back to Makar's and you just think of getting into a skating rhythm too, and allowing your hands to take over. You could see no real strides for McDavid as he gets a couple of the first one, and then when he was stationary on those last few is where he wasn't able to find the targets.
So still 3 competitors remaining in the passing competition. Elias Pettersson next. And again, Cale Makar sitting on the lead with 23 points. Barzal at 21. William Nylander, the first, or is in third, with 16. He was the second to go in this passing competition. You heard Elias with Kevin as JT Miller struggled.
Well, there's 2 of the last 3, and both of them were 3-pointers. There's another 3-pointer.
So he's starting to feel it.
Another 3-pointer. This will be the last 6 will be the difference.
So he's got a chance 2 there and 2 more. So he needs 7 to tie, 8 to take the lead.
Time is going.
Yeah. On the money.
Oh,
and again, one more.
Oh.
Got it.
Talk about under pressure.
Cool under pressure.
It's that
hits the last 3, 4 threes, and takes the lead.
And that talk from Kevin Bieksa did it all, didn't it? It's just the last 3, he bared down, and he had to know the timing was getting close. Almost fell back, and 3 for 3 on number 3.
So Elias Pettersson's got the lead with 2 still to go. Austin Matthews is next, but first Kevin.
Yeah, on ice with Willie Nylander, teammate here, and so that looks pretty hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta focus on getting the first one and get your confidence up, because otherwise you're kind of stressing about the next pass. But I think you gotta go for the 2s in the beginning and get going.
How do you think Austin's gonna do here?
I think he'll do pretty good. We were talking about what we were gonna do, so we'll see.
Okay, we'll take a look here and we'll see how he does. Thank you.
Well, he is the goal-scoring leader, but he actually has the fewest assists of any of the 11 competitors in this competition. That may not matter because he is off and running.
2 for 2, and both of them number 3s. So
we a little slow on the scoreboard to catch up to
another 3 in the middle.
Go. He's got 12, so a good start. So 6 pucks remaining, and Matthews with a chance, but then missed the mark on the first 2, and now up to 14.
I don't know if he sees a clock anywhere. It's now just took a quick look at it, so he's got to hustle.
Can't catch Pettersson. 2 more for 16, and 3 to wrap it up, I think. And they will give him 19 on that run. And Matthews moves into 4th.
Well, Nylander was talking about going for the 2s early on to get some confidence. He was 2 for 2 on the smallest ones, number 3s, and came close.
So here's Leon.
You almost think of all the guys in this competition, you go, this is the one guy that maybe wants to do backhand more than forehand.
Right.
He's maybe most elite backhand passer, he and Crosby, in the National Hockey League. That big blade of his, and he's so proficient at it, saucing a backhander back.
Pettersson's score of 25 is the score to beat. And off to a slow start. But bouncing back. Just 9 with 3 pucks remaining. Not going to catch the leader, but trying to finish strong. And Draisaitl with 12 to wrap up the passing challenge.
Never really got himself into a rhythm. He hit that one with the 3 and then went wide left and wide right, and there's a look coming back to the crowd.